volleyball.
So you think the robot's gonna win?
I think so. I think we got a pretty good chance.
I'm Jackson, and I'm on first team 3489, category 5. We're awesome. Our team, we have a few mentors, which is Mr. Doug, Mr. Robbie, and Mr. Fred. And then we have around 35 students, including myself. We have a drive team and pit crew, but you know, everyone does pretty much everything. We also have a multimedia team, and so we're divided a little bit into our respective areas.
Let's fix that. But to fix this, we have to fix that as well. Remove this part and replace that. That's how everything goes.
The thing that I love about this competition is it takes the abstract and the theoretical and ties it to the concrete and the applied.
The robotics competition is basically the culmination of 6 weeks of work that the students put in, where they start with a challenge that's given to them by FIRST in January. They have 6 weeks then to prepare a robot. The robot then is shipped to the competition where it then competes. And the objective there was to score points in 4 baskets. And then in the final, they attempt to go to the bridges. And in the bridges, you would try to balance your robot.
I mean, everything should be working. And all we did was just change out some of the plumbing parts to drop some weight.
What's our
and so that we could add on our old parts.
Right there.
If we can add on the brakes, then we'll have everything working. And then we'll be like, thumbs up.
So what are we now?
We lost a pound.
You lost a pound.
That's good. We went on Slim Fast.
Like we are the varsity. We are the varsity team for robotics, so I was really, I try to bring some of that back to my school. Like I talk about it, you know, what I do after school, I build a robot. People are like, well, what do you do? What does it do? I said, play basketball, and everyone was like, wow, you know. It's really stressful, but it's really, really fun. You also get to use your head, which is, you know, important to use sometimes.
Is a sport of the minds where students who are highly educated can compete against one another in a positive way in order to make advancements, even if it is just on a small robot, towards how things are done, what ingenuity does it take, using your mind to do problem solving, to create new ways in order to compete in these competitions.
I hope it's going to win. I mean, I spent a lot of time on it, so I mean, we all have, really. So I hope it wins.
This is the second day, so let's start qualifying. So what you'll do is we'll go out there and we'll compete in a match, and whoever wins gets seeding points, and whoever loses doesn't get anything.
Everyone here has worked so hard on that robot, and you only have 6 weeks to build that robot. Then you cannot touch it at all. And we came every day after school, minus Fridays, and then Saturdays for 6 hours. It's a lot of time. Blood, sweat, and tears went into that robot, but we're so proud of it. Because I'm really happy about it. I know we all are.
number 2, and Dorchester 2 rocks. Yeah. That's why we a sport. 3, 2, 1.
Look at that. Look at that.
You serious?
Number 2.
We moved up.
We're number 2.
It's almost indescribable, the feeling that our team we were ecstatic, really. And just to be second out of 43 teams, it's really, and when you work that hard for so long on something, you really take pride in that, and you just don't, you can't really describe the feeling that you get. You're just really proud of the work you've done, and it's a bond that you get with your robot and your team that you just,
awesome.
Yeah.
So our sister team's number 1, and we're number 2. It's domination. Today is Saturday, last qualification rounds and elimination round day.
Redo. 3, 2, 1, redo.
Well, that means we'll compete today, and if we win today, that means we go to St. Louis, which is the Nationals, which is big.
Feels like it.
It's a big day, it's a big day. And if we don't do good today, well, then I guess it's over. If we beat them, it's kind of like bragging rights.
And the thing is, though, is that you always got to root for the underdog, which is the blue seed. It's the seed 1 versus 8, and blue just took it with the bridge balance.
With adults taking interest in these students, companies and mentors and teachers taking interest in these kids, we can develop that potential. They'll develop their potential on their own, but we can assist them in guiding that potential in a direction where they will absolutely take us to where we need to be in the future, whether it's helping the economy, whether it's solving world issues, creating world peace. These are the students that are going to do that.
We didn't score enough points, and they got the 2 robots on the bridge. So we were like 20 points down. So now we just pack up, and that's the end. Yep.
It is really like a
Like right after it happened, I was a little sad, but then I went right back to the pits with the robot, and this little kid came up. The parent and his two little boys came up, and they wanted me to describe the robot to them, and it was kind of like relieving. It was really strange. Like it was like a moment of, wow, I learned all this stuff this year, and I was explaining to them, these little kids, like everything I had learned, and it was cool to see. Like that's how I used to be looking at robots and stuff, and I was just really glad to. I don't know. It just made me feel really proud about the robot and how much I had learned during the season. It wasn't about winning or losing, it was about what I learned. So it really was an accomplishing feeling.
But what was exciting, what you could watch in the students, was their excitement to compete. They knew what they had to do when they got down. They knew how to improve. They knew everything they needed to do, and they did everything right. And that to me is a rewarding part. The winning and the losing is not as important to the students as learning how to take their losses and accept their wins, both with the same amount of passion and feelings. And these students were just so proud of themselves, which of course made me proud of them, because they showed that they are true sportsmen in this competition. They left that competition having lost, already talking about what they need to do next year to be better. But I think the message is that if these students are given opportunities like FIRST, then they will better themselves. And them bettering themselves will help better the world in the future.
and gentlemen, this